What's up, folks? Trail here, better known as Budget Bill, and today we are going to be discussing how I obtained 7 new credit cards in 2019. I plan to go over why I got this credit card or these credit cards and how much I was approved for as far as the credit limit goes. Yep, that's it. So without further ado, let's cut the chase and jump right into the video. What's up, folks, and thanks for sticking around. So in 2019 ended up being a very busy year for the Budget Bill family when it comes to credit cards, as we ended up applying for a total of 7 credit cards. I probably wasn't able to make a video about each one of them, so I thought I would come in at the tail end and share with you what cards I actually applied for and why I applied for them.
Budget Bill, are you just trying to brag?
Well, of course not. That is not the way Budget Bill rolls. I just want this channel to be transparent and share with you, my new family, the tools and the tricks of the credit card game and how to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. But most importantly, I feel like the different moves I make and things that I discuss on this channel may be able to help someone else out. Or someone else that watches this channel may just love all of my hilarious jokes instead. Well, nevertheless, let's discuss the first couple of cards that I actually obtained, which turned out to be 2 cards at the same time, was with the Chase Southwest Plus credit card and the Chase Southwest Business Premier credit card. I applied for both of these cards at the same time on the same day. The reason I applied for both of these Southwest credit cards was so I could obtain the free companion pass. Applying for the personal card for 50,000 points and the business credit card for 60,000 points would meet the minimum requirement of 110,000 points in order to receive the free companion pass. In addition, I was able to obtain about 138,000 points total after meeting the spending requirements for both of these cards. It was super easy for me to meet the spending requirement, as I used both of the cards to pay for the property taxes on my personal and my rental properties, which was a total of about $20,000. Now, most people have their home mortgage escrowed, in which they pay for it each month throughout the year. I actually made a video about it if you are interested, on why I choose not to escrow my properties. Now, in applying for these cards, they ended up offering me $24,000 credit limit on the personal card and $16,000 credit limit on the business credit card. The next card I applied for was the Apple credit card. You are probably already aware, as this card was very popular in 2019 for most people on YouTube, and the only card available on the market that is actually made of titanium. Now, this card offered no incentives or welcome bonuses, so I really only applied for this card just so I could actually flex, you know what I'm saying? Mostly because I am sort of an Apple fanboy as well. And Apple introduced a new way to offer and support credit cards, and I wanted to experience it overall. But after 4 months of owning this credit card, I really haven't used it much, and I don't see any reason to carry it in my wallet at this time. I think I actually used it about 20 times total. And one of the other reasons I got this credit card, because it was one of the first cards that I know of that was actually offered by Goldman Sachs. So I guess you can say now I actually have a relationship with Goldman Sachs. Now, they ended up offering me a credit line of $15,000 for the Apple credit card. The fourth card that I obtained in 2019 was the American Express Hilton Aspire credit card. Now, I already had the Hilton Honors credit card for a few years, but Hilton kept sending me emails about upgrading my card, and I could receive an additional 150,000 points just for upgrading to their Aspire card. Yep, no credit check, and the new card would keep the same start date as my original Hilton Honors credit card. So it was an easy way to get more points without costing me any additional money. I believe I had a small spending limit of $2,000, so it was pretty easy to take advantage of this in order to receive the 150,000 additional Hilton Honors points. And as you know, when I'm traveling, I like to stay at a Hilton property where I could use my points and end up staying for free. Now, with this card, my credit limit was already $8,600, so they ended up not changing that, and so they just carried my credit limit over to the Aspire card. So no increase with that credit limit. The fifth card I obtained in 2019 was the Capital One Venture Credit Card. This was our first Capital One card, which one of the reasons we applied for it was most important is that the card was offering 50,000 points, which when redeemed for cash, it was worth $500. But the main reason for getting this card was we were looking for a way to get my wife the free global entry or TSA pre-check. We wanted to get that for free, and during my research, this was one card that offered a great welcome bonus as well as receiving that global entry TSA pre-check for free. Now this card was applied for in my wife's name, and we received a $30,000 credit limit on this credit card.
Holy crap, that's a lot, Budget Bill.
I made a video about this, so if you want to check it out, you can definitely check out the link in the description, or I'll put a link up here. The next card I applied for was the American Express Blue Business Plus credit card. My only reason for applying for this card was to perform a balance transfer. All my other previous credit cards were with Chase and Citi, and I found this easy card from American Express, and it was a business credit card, which means that the amount used for the balance transfer won't show up on my personal credit. So that was pretty much the main reason for applying for this card. They didn't offer any welcome bonuses or anything else of interest whatsoever. Just the balance transfer option was my reasoning. This year I was trying not to use my last 1 to 2 status counts against the Chase 524 rule, so I applied for business cards instead. They ended up giving me a credit line of $22,500 on this American Express Blue Business Plus credit card. And the last card that I applied for at the end of the year was the Citi Business Advantage credit card. Now, sometime back in August, they started soliciting me about applying for this credit card, and they kept increasing the welcome bonus, and they started off with 50,000 points, and then they increased it to 60,000, and then they finally increased it to 75,000 points. So I went ahead and applied for this card in early December. I'm currently still working on meeting the spending requirement, which I should be able to meet it by the end of January. Then I will set a reminder to downgrade or close this account in December of 2020 so I don't incur the $95 annual fee. And because this particular credit card is a business credit card, it will not affect my personal credit in any way. And for this card, they ended up giving me a credit line of $17,800 for this Citi Business Advantage credit card. And those are the 7 credit cards that I obtained in 2019 with a combined total amount of $133,900 worth of credit limit. Whew! As I stated, some of these cards were business credit cards and some of them were personal credit cards. And as creating this video, I added up everything and I realized I probably overdid it in 2019. I don't expect 2020 to be anything like it, but you know what? Hey, you never know. But I just wanted to share with you the credit cards that I obtained and why they made sense for me. These may not be applicable to you guys, so be sure to do your research prior to applying for any credit cards and to make sure it meets the criteria of you and or your family's needs. And also, don't use credit cards on purchases that you can't afford to pay off every month. That is the mistake that Budget Bill made years ago, and no reason for you to repeat mistakes that Budget Bill already took the liberty to make for you. Well, if you like the content in this video, please hit the like button, as it definitely helps out with this channel. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for?
You ain't getting any younger.
Shut up, fool! So go ahead and click on the subscribe button so you can be a part of this journey. If you have any questions about any of the cards mentioned in this video, please ask them down below in the comment section. I'll respond to each and every one of your comments. Also, I will include a link to each card as well down below. As I mentioned on previous videos about how you can support the channel by using the referral links, or if you don't like me that much, you can always just Google each credit card as well and use someone else's referral link. Other than that, I appreciate you watching and I will see you on the next video. Peace.